Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to old school Runescape and all. Also, yeah, you noticing there, if you're quick and that, yeah, the bank was a little bit different, but, or at least have there, more on that later, seeing as, oh fuck, there's always seems to be plenty going on here, as is, and that news, and fuck, still plenty to cover on that, even though quests kind of lock off a good part of that, as well as raids. Yes, Dear Blood, I'm still looking at you, even though it's a group only activity, but alas. So, Farming Guild, yeah, the only place, well, actually, one of those few places I've not had access to despite, well, have this love of it, because, yeah, the City's Favour kind of fucked me over for a long time. Indeed, this little nifty cave here. Yeah, I've seen it already a good few times, both in regular Diamond as well as the Twisted League and that, yes. Indeed, you'll know this one quite well. It is, indeed, the lair of Hespori, who, when I first heard about it when Farming Guild was just being initialised, I had a much different vision of it, and I didn't quite expect it to be that way, and yeah, forgetting what the rate was a bit of a twat move. Yeah, also seeing based on that guy's disappearance, yeah, you get transport to an instance once Hespori is ready to be fought. Also, speaking of being ready to be fought, yeah, I'm a bit iffy with this boss simply on the fact that you can only fight it once, practically, I think, every day, because once you fight it, it takes like 22 or 23 hours to fully regrow. Indeed. Oh man, and the Hespori planet is growing here indeed. So why did I show it off exactly? Why? Well, this is because I was back, I believe, on Monday, about 3 days ago. Yes. And here we are, back, well this is now, yeah, the 30th, suppose the 27th and that. Also, oh god, this gear is, oh, it's bad. Fuck. I thought, okay, I thought I had the balanced chest plate, turned out it didn't, so I thought, alright, didn't know what balanced tasks, so I try and legs now, so I'll go, alright, go try and chill. Bitch, nope. Like, fucking granite, I have not had to wear this in ages. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Yeah, actually I'll show this off. I won't comment on that now because obviously the main focus is indeed Hespori, but yeah, the strategy against Hespori, since it's not actually a very tough boss, at least I hope, is yeah, just I'm almost tempted not to use. I'm going to take my chances. I mean, it's not super tough, but I heard it can be. Oh, why am I so fucking. Nah. Yeah, let's have a bit of balls and that, I don't know. Yeah. I just can't remember. I think you need the spear as well for once you're finished with it. What I'll do, actually. Where's the. God, I don't even know you need that much, but this is just for once I've finished fighting it. Right, actually no, what I'll do the more advanced setup. Let's see. Oh, also I do not need, yeah, I don't need these two. Let's see. There we go. Generally you don't need much more than that to fight Hespori, but alas. Right, if I remember, I'm just trying to go over because I think I've never once actually fought Hespori, and there's a certain strategy be involved with it. So before I start, I'll just go over basically what the gist is. So generally, it has two forms of attack, range and magic. Obviously, I'm going to be taking from, like, just look at it, fucking hell. Mage defense souls, nothing, but range is very good. So, you know, it'll be obvious which I'm going to be protecting against. But basically, once it reaches down to like 2/3 and 1/3 itself, these flowers activate and then just basically hit them all once. And you get back to it, rinse and repeat, and should be dead for long. So, nothing too, well, nothing too advanced. Also, no, I don't want the guy, I don't want the spect. Alright, so, let's go. Yes, let's go. Okay. Alright. Also, no, wait, I think I have to tap these first. Okay, no, actually, no, I thought I was, also, oh shit, I didn't know poison, fuck. Let's see. Also, I've not got any prayer, so I'll have to kind of do what I've got. I think it should be alright on that. This isn't a very hard boss, it's just... Also, noticing the fact that I am protecting but still hit the mage occasionally, it's got the weird thing where this is more of a RuneScape 3 mechanic where protection prayers don't fully protect you. Rather, they kinda do, but you know, like they reduce it by half or some shit. So it's not really, it doesn't work the same way, unfortunately. Also, yeah, you may be noticing I'm getting really lucky with the flower hits. Actually, that seems to be intentional. I don't know why. Oh, fuck off. Fucking stun. Can you not? Yeah, I almost don't even need food, like, really, if you think about it. This is doing me just about fine. Yeah, no, it's not actually that tough. But then again, this is a demi-boss, so it's like... It's not meant to be challenging. But, man. Tell you though. Fucking tell you. I will say this though, in regards to Hespori and that, I know the loot can be sometimes shit in regards to, what is it, seeds. You know, it's not like, oh, this is like... Well, I don't know actually, it could be seen as sort of decent if you get, what is it? The main unique that is... I think it's the limitless bucket, like, you know, it doesn't provide you infinite compost, rather it's a bucket which you can contain infinite compost, which I guess is almost as good, you know? You know, plus it has a weird thing where, like, every one you put in you can get, like, 2 or 3 or some shit. Also, damn, that double hit. Yeah, range sound like it's only about, what, 6, no, 8, but it can double hit. But, yeah, and the mage one does, like, 14, and that, but it only has 1, so... There we go, first kill ever. 2 minutes 14 seconds. So, I suppose we shall see what the loot is indeed. Shall it be good or shall it be crap? Let's find out. I know one of them is rubbish, that's the rubbish one. But let's see, alright. Crap and... I don't even know. Let's see. That's a bit concerning. I don't know what... Is that even a good seed? Fuck. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'll keep that inventories just because, well, fuck it, but I have no idea that's good or not. This is something that I will actually use just for these kind of seeds. Indeed. This is the seed vault, one I almost never fucking use. But here we are, I don't know... yeah, exotic anima. I don't fucking know what's for, but... There we go. Alright, so... I suppose before we get any further, you probably noticed, no doubt, I've been busy brutal black dragon hunting. Yes, so... About this weird inventory, like, well, I wouldn't say weird, but rather new and improved. Yes, let's show this off. So, essentially, once I got the twisted bow, I was meant to, how to say this, I was meant to finally upgrade the whole kind of bank tags, like, yeah, rather drab looking, isn't it? Yeah. It is fucking drab because I've been looking at that since September 2015 and that. I've literally had that for like over 4 fucking years. And it's just like, that shit I had on the very, very first day. Maybe I'd say, except the regulations is questionable. I don't know if I had that on the very first day. Maybe the logs too. Definitely had the first 4. They were all gotten on the first day. Monkey, I definitely wasn't, but I was in very early members days, you know, like firstborn and all. The vial, yeah, probably got that free to play as was the Black Cape too. But yeah, it was all very early, and I've been so used to seeing that for years. I was just like, nah. So I'll fast forward through this, but essentially, yeah, Bronze Kite became the rune, Bronze Kite Shield became the rune, bread became sour pie, the tinderbox became mithril grapple, radiant essence became pure essence, regular logs became the red logs, and the other three, what was it? Yeah, the vial became a super strength, I believe. I already did double check that. And yeah, the monkey amulet became the monkey transformation statue thing, and finally, yeah, the fucking regular cake became a most interesting cake. That actually was probably the one expensive one. But I mean, it was one I was wanting to get for a long while anyway, so yeah, I gave the items a due send-off. Finally dropping them, you know, I think this is the one where I was like, I usually like hang on, level 3 for 1, but yeah, give them all a bit of a send-off, and yeah, there we go. I of course forgot about the empty vial and that, like, that was a bit of a goof up, but indeed, saying fare thee well. Last time of saying those and that. Indeed. Oh man. But certainly, yeah, it's really good to finally get a fresh looking bank system, as it were. Just, I mean, I don't know if I'll update once more. That is a possibility. I'll say that much. It's a possibility, because these aren't like, oh, this isn't like really cool looking, you know, but as I say, for now, I'm content with it. So, I suppose as far as, before even talking about news, there's also a couple of things I want to show off. Also just, yeah. Oh, actually, wait, before you can get on to that, yeah, Twisted Bow for Zora, yeah, I used to test this, and I hate to say this, but I actually kind of don't like using the Twisted Bow on Zora. Yeah, that is shocking. Like, when I tried it, it just didn't feel right. I'm sorry, but it was crap on that, you know, like, the attacks, obviously, the one attack really does make a big difference, and obviously it doesn't help Zora's damage capped at, what was it, 50, so even if you can hit, like, lands good 60s or even close to 70, nah, it just acts as if you only hit up to 50, and now, the only difference is, if you go from 1 to 50, then you hit 50 almost never. Whereas if it's 1 to 70, then you will see 50 occasionally, but that's because it would have been a higher hit, but it was capped at 50, so, you know, what the hell. You don't get that with the Ancestral one because, you know, it's like, I think it's 41 or 42, and that, yeah, no. Still kind of annoyed that the science told me, like, that would have been a Mage's Bow that had a damage increase, and that would have potentially raised it even just a little bit further, but, well, won't be getting that from... Yeah, the upcoming boss, Nightmare Ashihama, due to be released actually just next week from now, if you can believe that, yeah. So, alright, right, finally getting to the, yeah, here we go, indeed. Finally, the first unique from Scotizo, Dark Claw. Yeah, I guess this determines the Slayer Helm then, because from the basic one, it was either the Cowfight one, green, King Black Dragon, black, or the Abyssal Demon, red. And I got the green one first, so there was that. Though actually, I kind of didn't include the black one because I just felt it was super easy to get, so it's really either just the green or the red one. And then there was the 3 more advanced ones, you know, like, and this is a funny thing because Scotizo was the only one who could really do, you know, get the purple one. Because Vorkav's like the light blue, but he's locked behind a bunch of quests that I'm still not going to get around for a little while yet, though I'm due to complete at least 3 of them later on today. And the other one, the Hydra, is locked behind a very high Slayer requirement, which I'm only 2 levels from, but, you know, still a little bit away from. So yeah, I guess it is likely to be purple then, unless for some bizarre reasons I want to get a third, which isn't off the tables, but is unlikely, but we'll see. Now, okay, you may wonder, well, why the fuck are you showing this again? Yeah, obviously, you're probably noticing, oh shit, 30 kills it looks to be, yeah, it's actually really fucking good. In case you're curious, indeed, this is with the raw power of the Twisted Bow, featuring Dragonors for the first time ever. You know, before we get on the next one, because you have a funny feeling you're right on this one, but yeah, the thing with the Twisted Bow, also, just to kind of keep this active, yeah, so, the thing with the Twisted Bow is that it is very, very good with a few bosses. Zillian is one of them, like, holy shit, the accuracy is just, it's not like 90% accuracy, but it is miles better than Marrow. Like, Rune, you got nothing on that. Dragon's a bit better, and then Marrow, obviously that's one of the uniques in that from Gielinor, and that's alright, you know, it does the job, but nah, Twisted Bow just... Yeah, the Twisted Bow just shreds through it. To the point, I'd actually say... Remember how I said you needed a stamina dose in order to get a kill? That's not actually true anymore. If you have like 80 or above energy, preferably 90 or full 100, you can actually get a kill without needing a dose at all. But then you kind of got to balance it where instead of like, oh, you're worried you might have to take a second dose, you're like, oh, should I not take a stamina dose? Because if you miscalculate and you end up having to take a dose because you're just about to run out of energy, then that's a dose that's wasted, you know? Whereas, like, yeah, see, that's the timing aspect in that, and that's something you got to watch out for. But if you do it well, 30 kills is what I expect out of just 5 potions, where that used to be 20 if you were doing really, really good. But yes, of course, you guessed it right. I'm not doing Gielinor still, even though I was planning, I think it was maybe kind of do 3 days. I would have been at Gielinor anyhow if I were, but alas, I did in fact get a major unique. And yep, you know what it is, and it's a 4 fucking Marrow crossbow. Fucking course. Like, man, the fucking odds, I tell you. You know, going from 42 Sarah Hilt, really fucking good by the way, and going 555 dry to 597 KC my first armor crossbow, then I believe somewhere around, I think 93 kills, I want to say 690, I get my second armor crossbow, really good, and about roughly 80 kills after that roughly, I get my third armor crossbow, and then not even like 70-ish kills, I get my fourth armor crossbow. Like, fuck off. I thought this would have been the Sarah Hilt, but I will be thankful for the real good luck. I'm not even like due for like a 4th unique, and I've got the 5th. Like, to give it into perspective, right? Like, I don't know how it works with the numbers and that, like, but I do know this. Since the first one, 597, kills, and that, getting my first armor crossbow, that's 254 kills. I had 3 more Armado crossbows. Not even like a full unique, like on average 256 kills. And I get 3 of the fucking things. Like, it's, again, just a very bad case, like, or an unusual case of bad luck in that. It's still good, but that could have been 3 Sarah Hilts, you know? And I really was hoping to get it this time, because now it means I'm fucked for Darren of Kings for a little while, because no Sarah Ghost, so I'm not buying it. Like, I'm going to earn it from Gielinor again. It's just, the Armado crossbow used to be a direct upgrade. When I had the direct crossbow, that was like, oh, get right in there, we're using that immediately. That was like, bitch, I've got a fucking Twisted Bow. This thing's nothing. It's got nothing on that. You know, so, yeah, 'tis unfortunate indeed. Yeah, and indeed, I actually kept the fucking thing. You know, I'm not selling it, even though it would be tempting. Very tempting, but nah. It may have its purpose elsewhere, but alas, that is not to be for this one. Anyhow, yeah, so I suppose I may as well talk about the news. Also, that poison, fuck. Yeah, showing off my glorious and great Playboy, which you will probably never, ever, ever see again in the entirety of me playing old school RuneScape for here on in, but there we go. So, okay, this is actually funny because this isn't even doing old school RuneScape, rather it's older, flawed, well yeah, now flawed cousin, that is the microtransaction infested RuneScape 3. And I say that probably because it involves our everybody's favourite treasure hunter. Yes, for that Alice and all, oh boy. But you want to know this, you know, for all RuneScape 3 has with its various bugs, flaws and other issues, normally there's a what you'll clue in with this quite quickly, but normally when companies that focus really big on microtransactions, they're very fucking good at keeping the microtransactions all super clean, flawless, no bugs, you know. That just the one thing that makes them a little money, just that kind of thing. They want to make sure it's all super, all tidy. Except, I can't remember exactly when, I think it was last week or something, roughly. There was a bit of a big bug on that, and as far as I'm aware, it's something to do with like a new sort of, sorry, I tell a lie, it wasn't last week, it was actually the beginning of the new year. There was some deal like kind of thing going on, you know, like, oh, you know, if you do this kind of thing where treasure on New Year's, you get like, say, second reroll or something like that. But basically the problem is they didn't really test this one for some fucking reason, and they did it in a way where you tried it and then you backed out. Say you got a shitty reward or something, back out, and it's as if it never happened. You just try again, until you get a purple that you do like, and you get cash in. You know, what's that, easy 200 mil or other nice item now? Man, very interesting indeed. However, there is also, like, for the really savvy folks, there was also a thing where essentially you get some purples where they're not so good, but they equal, say, I think if you, there's some weird thing where you can like consume certain items to get, you know, like more keys or something. So say you get a purple that's not so good, you can get that for, say, I think it's something like 3 to 5 keys or something, and then use that for something that's not so good, but you want more tries at it, and then you keep going indefinitely on that, so you can get all the more good ones, and then not so good ones, just get the keys, and then you keep going. It's, yeah, billions upon billions were made just for like a few people, never mind the hundreds, not thousands, who got the chance to really get their hands into it. Yeah, I think the RuneScape 3, I don't know, I'm more in contention with Jagex not really taking all that serious action on, you know, cheaters and bots and like, because, you know, partially because they want the players' numbers to look good, and also partially because, you know, paying members and all, you know, they don't want to turn away too many people, you know, so they've kind of started to get a bit lenient on that. I wish that was fucking the case for the per mutant for my account, but that'll baffle me to this day, and you know, always will, but hey ho. Also, I would actually take, oh, what was it? I'll save it till the end of that, but I think it's been patched anyhow. But anywho, next one. Oh, juicy one, yeah. Conduit client, yeah. Their database apparently got hacked and leaked, supposedly. Yeah, this is one of the biggest issues I have with third parties in general, is that the security just isn't up there, you know, like, I admit, I've stuck with the overall vanilla client, you know, like, oh, you know, like, this is somebody who's like, what is it? Was it fucking, yeah, vanilla peasant, you know, I'm like delivering home myself back with all the, was it the Runelight Masters is the word, but, you know, for all Runelight has to offer, it cannot guarantee the same level of security as what the original official client has. You know, and I say this because Conduit, like, wasn't like in the bad books, like, Ostbuddy isn't going to have their day released so much. They're the ones kind of fucking over themselves, because they're not very reputable, let's just say that much. You know, I do not trust them one iota, whereas Conduit, at least, you could say, well, you know, they're respectable, albeit maybe not so popular these days, but it just goes to show that, given enough time, that eventually these database leaks can happen, and, oh boy. Well, official company, there's a lot more backlash, but I feel like with third parties that isn't really so, and yet people still suffer it all the same. So, yeah, all the more good that I don't get involved with that shit, tell you that much. But yeah, so, quick one here. Oh, and this was a joyous occasion because this fucked me over for a clue. Well, like, not the last membership, I think the one before. Yeah, hard clue step in Gielinor finally removed. Or rather, I should say changed, and that it's no longer inside one of the arenas and that. I just don't know where it is now. Like, I'd have to look that up again when they finally do, like, the updated guides, but basically you don't need a second player for it, and I cannot be all the more thankful for it. Just the whole concept that, yeah, you actually needed somebody to help you, and it's just, fuck that. Yeah, no, I could be doing without shit, but, yeah, no more of that stuff. Also, finally, you know, this is something I am baffled I never mentioned. Like, I think when I did the last, I want to say no, not the last video. No, the one before that, the one with the last one standing. And yeah, 8th of January, I believe it was recorded. At that point, yeah, you want to know what was special? 8th of January, yeah. About, yeah, 6... Actually, no, that's wrong. No, 5 years, yeah. I've got this 8th of January 2014, but Zora wasn't fucking released at that point. Yeah, 8th of January 2015. Zora was released. And, you know, the rest is history as far as it's beginning to make a precedent for, you know, PVM activities in the future. And that's very much been problematic since then. However, yeah, with that being 5 years and about, I dare say, just a little shy of 3 years since its nerf, because it got nerfed about 2 years and 4 months afterwards. I still remember that, actually, you know. But yeah, I mean, I still consider Zora to be a really good moneymaker, and that's when it was fucking nerfed. Could you imagine? Like, the only thing is, I think people didn't have as much good gear back then, and generally speaking, you know, those who, like, I mean, there wasn't like a whole only elite few that knew about like how the elite strats were done, but you know, generally there weren't that many people. I mean, I was considering going for Zora like before the nerf, but I was just nah. Was not for me, and you know, and by the time I eventually got onto, well, if the nerf happened, but anyway, I figured I'd throw that one out there. So, one last little thing I'll pop on out for now, because obviously I'm going to run out of time soon, but yeah, the Venezuelan crisis, yeah. You know, those, what's it, the dastardly Venezuelans and that, you know, the crisis going on over the country, and very much make it so RuneScape is a real thing for them, for money making and all, in real life that is. Yeah, the thing where, what is it? Yeah, the thing where, how they've been making money in Zolcano and all that, you know, first it used to be the Green Dragons, then it was Zora, next it was Zolcano, and then finally they kind of stepped up really hard by going to Rarities, and I often wonder if maybe there was a, I don't know for certain, because some people say, oh, it's just a clan pretending to be Venezuelans, just for memes, and I'm saying, like, it's actually some Venezuelans that have been practicing Last Man Standing, you know, getting real practice and casual, you know, just to kind of really test themselves, and then finally going full on out, and yeah, the funny thing is, they actually kind of decimated Realm of Terror, you know, that clan was notorious for holding down the skill tool worlds. Yeah, they kind of got annihilated, and that's, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit hard to believe that it's actually Venezuelans, but I mean, I don't know, at the same time, maybe it's, man, I suppose I wouldn't be, like, maybe the cynical person me is probably the thing is, for the memes, you know, the thousands of Reddit upvotes indeed, but alas, that was something that amused me, at least for the day now. But yeah, so, oh man, also, you know, this Fire Cape business and all, fuck. I've still got to mention that, but I'll have to save it for the next time. I think I'll likely be coming Winter Todd, because I'll be doing that later on, doing at least a good hour and a half of that. See if I get lucky with a pet and that, but anyhow, one last thing I'd like to sort of cover here, and yes, you know, people these past 24, 36 hours or so have been getting suddenly muted on that for some reason, and it's to do with a certain phrase in that. I wonder what it could be. I'll just type very awkwardly here. I mean, I don't expect much to come out of this, but backfire on a. I don't know if that's going to get picked up with the system because I am actually permanently muted, so I don't know if that even counts, but hey, oh well. I mean, if terminally used not really much, I'm fucking permanently muted, but there we go, there we go. So, I suppose I'll call it quits. And indeed, as always, till then, folks, till then.